Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's the girl Thunda and we're back here with another makeup tutorial. As you all can see the title down below that of the type of look that we'll be doing today. Pretty simple, pretty easy as well. So of course if you want to see how I achieve this look, then keep on watching, and don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't done that as yet, and don't forget to leave a comment. Let me all know what you think about this video, and of course make sure that your post notification bell is on, so of course you'll know whenever your girl drop a new video. Now as you all can see, I always start off with a clean base. I did use my black opal loose powder in the shade light, along with a regular brush just to set those lids, and then I went in with my spoolie. It's a little mini one. I basically took from a mascara I had back in the past, so it's pretty easier to use than the bigger one. So I went in with this today, along with my Anchor brown pencil, and I am just lightly filling in my brows, just scoping them out to my likings, and I will be doing that on both brows. And then I will be taking my concealer brush along with my 2LA Girl Pro concealer. I will be using the shade Fawn and Almond to clean up both bottom and top, the top portion of my brows. Now you want to take your time while doing this step, guys. You want to stay as close as possible to your natural brow, and so it doesn't look too much or like it's like you're overdoing your brow. No, you still want it to look as simple and real as if it's your natural brow, just with a little more color to it. Okay, so once I'm done filling in the brows, I will be taking my spoolie and going back and forth just to brush those out, brush your ears together along with the product I did went and put on top, just so that it looked more seamless. Now I'm going in with both concealers, so I will be using the shade Fawn to clean the bottom portion of my brows, and I will be using Almond as usual to clean the bottom of my brows. Now this is optional for you, whatever concealer works for you guys, then that's your business. Whatever you want to use, but my preference, I like to use the regular concealer to clean my brows. Now whenever you're doing your brows, especially for beginners, you may not get them as perfect as you would like to get them, but you just want to take your time and remain focused and just follow your natural shape of your brow. And most persons that I do watch, that are makeup influencers, some of them, they don't conceal the top of their brows for whatever reasons. That's optional for them. I salute them for doing that, but for me, I like to conceal the top of my brows. Now when concealing, especially the bottom portion of your brows, you want to use a light hand while you're concealing them. The reason for that, because you don't want to go in too hard or too harsh, and then it might mess up. So to avoid all of that craziness, you just want to use a light hand and just do it step by step. So some persons like to start on the arch of their brow, some persons like to go from the beginning, some persons like to go from the inner portion just before you reach the arch of the brow. Well, for me, this is how I like to do mine. It works for me. I'm not telling you to do yours like this, but whatever works for you, then of course, hats off to you. But this is how I do mine. So, yeah. Once again, you want to go in with a light hand. So of course you want to take your time and do this as slowly and as neatly as possible. Now I did went in today with a different brush. It's like a double brush. It has a concealer brush at one end, and at the other end it's like it's a brush you can basically use to lay down your foundation. So I went in with that part just to buff the concealer into my skin. Normally I would go in with my fluffy brush to blend that out, but today I wanted to try something new, so I went in with this brush that you're seeing here. And however, I love this. Like, when I tell you I love this, I love how it blended. Believe me, I love how it blended, and I think I will be using this moving forward. I might get a new one because it's pretty old, but yeah, it works for me. Now whatever brush you have that works for you, you can go ahead and use that, but this works for me and I love it. I love how it blended. I also use it to set my eyelids as well. I use it to apply the concealer onto my eyelids, to actually blend it into my skin, and I also use it to apply my satin powder to set my eyelids so that I can go in with my shadow so it can look more flawless and seamless. Now I did went in with my concealer brush to apply my concealer onto my lids, and then I will be taking my the brush that I use to clean up the top portion of my brow to blend out the concealer, and then also I will be using it to set with my black opal powder once again, so that whenever I am going in with my eyeshadow, then of course the eyeshadow will pop more onto my eyes. Guys, I can tell you that this black opal setting powder, it's the bomb. I love how it blended. It just blended flawlessly. I am yet to try more products or different products. I use the Airspun. I'm not a fan of it. I do have one. It's still full. I hardly use it because I don't really like the finish. Sasha Cosmetic, one of my go-to, and yeah, I'm yet to try other products. I will be doing that in the future, but for right now I will be using whatever products that I have until I do have some products that I do order off Amazon. I am yet to receive those packages, so I am still waiting. So you guys bear with me, okay? Now I did went in with my rose water to clean off my face, and I forget to apply my moisturizer. So we didn't moisturize our face today or prime. We just went in with the rose water, and I can tell you the finish of this look is absolutely phenomenal. The fact that I didn't moisturize my face or I didn't use a primer, listen, it is flawless. Okay, now for my eyes, I did went in with this palette. I did get it from my mom back a few years ago. It's the BR makeup kit. It's like a leather skin, or what, it's looking like a snake skin. That's how the texture of the palette is, but the shadows are really pigmented. I will be using a few shades. They don't have any names, so I will be taking three different shades of brown to put into my crease, and then I will be going in to my Lem Touch Bubble Pop palette, and I will be taking a shade out of that to diffuse the lines above my brows. And I also will be taking the black as well into that palette, which is called the Root Bear. It's a matte shade. I will be taking that as well at the other portion of my eyes, and I will be taking it a little bit into the, I wouldn't say directly into the middle of the crease, but almost almost there, if that makes sense. So yeah, so I'm going in with the second shade now. They are all brown. So I didn't know what look I wanted to go with today. I just follow my mind, and that's basically it. So I was just going with the flow. So I wanted to do like something neutral with a pop of colors. So that's exactly what I did. I think of that I wanted to do. Sorry, my words. Excuse me. Yeah, so I wanted to do something neutral with just brown shades, and then I wanted to do something like a little cut crease or no cut crease with a pop of colors. So you will be seeing that as well. Now when it comes on to eyeshadows, I am not a pro. I'm not the best, but I get to notice that whenever you're doing this step, it's just like doing your eyebrows. You want it to be as perfect as possible, so you want to take your time and blend, because if your hands are not hurting, that means that you haven't blended enough. So you're not gonna swipe, you're not gonna drag, you're just going to pat. You can swirl, because it all depends on the type of look you're doing. Sometimes when you swirl your brush around to apply to blend out or to buff out the shade into the skin, it applies better. But as I said, it all depends on whatever look you're doing. But you don't want to swipe, because we're not swiper today or swiper any at all. We will be patting the shade onto the lids. So I went in with the shade from the Bubble Pop palette, and I'm just diffusing the line and also setting the concealer that I use to carve out my brows to give it a more flawless or seamless blend. Now I'm taking the black from the Bubble Pop palette, and I'm just going to put that, mainly focusing that shade on the outer portion of the eye. So when I cut my crease, then I'll then drag that black shade onto the ending of my cut crease. And I'll be doing that on both eyes. Now after I do that, I will be going in with my concealer brush that I use to clean up my brows, and I will be taking the Elegant Pro concealer in the shade Natural, and I'll be using that to cut my crease. Then I will be going in with my fluffy brush that I normally use to blend up my concealer under my brows. I will be using that to just to blend out the heaviness, because sometimes you apply too much concealer or just a lot more than normal. So I normally use that to pat the excess off my lids, so to get me ready to apply my matte shadows. So I'm not a pro when it comes on to doing a cut crease, but sometimes I like to try or attempt to do looks like these, because the more you try, the better you get. Okay, so it may not come out perfect. Please don't crucify me for that. I am still learning, just as you guys. You might be a pro and I may not be a pro, but that's you. I like to take my time and do whatever I am doing. You will be seeing me going back and forth trying to see if it looks like scissors or the shape is okay for me. But yeah. Now I did take a regular brush, and I will be blending out the edges of the cut crease so that I can go in with my black matte shade. Feel me. Alright, so I will be applying some, these are shimmery shadows. They are matte, but they have a shimmeriness to them. So my first shade I will be going in is Luscious. That's a purple shimmer color. It looks matte on camera, but it has a lot of glitterness to it. I will be applying my second shade, which would be Watermelon. and I will be putting that just above the purple. Then I will be taking my third shade. And I'll be applying that just above, which is more at the inner portion of my eye, but also it will be overlapping that onto the watermelon shade, which is that green shade I am applying now. Fantastic. So for the inner portion of the eye, I will be taking, and this is just a shimmer shade. It's like, it looks exactly as an highlighter, right? So I will be using that for the inner portion of my eye, and then overlapping that onto the pink shade that I use, which is Fresh Berry. Alright, so we're going in with that shimmer shade Sweet Spot. It's actually a metallic, if that's how you pronounce it, and we're using that for the inner portion. Now guys, this is optional for you. Some persons use just a regular light shade, something close to like white or peach, but I wanted something to pop the inner portion of my eyes, so I went in with this particular color. So I will be doing this step on both eyes. I did went in back with the brown shade just to blend out any fallout that may occur during the process of me applying the shadows. I went in also with my favorite mascara for now at this moment, which is the Black Radiance mascara, and this is their Lash Lightning. I also went in with my favorite eyeliner, and this is the matte liquid eyeliner. It's waterproof and it's in the shade black, just to do like a half wing, just to kind of let it come, just so that it could complement the look a bit more, so it would pop and stuff. I will be taking my lashes. I'll be using one of, I think it's the same lash I used in my first video. Guys, I did a video yesterday, and that would be March. Today is, yes, March 2nd. I did a video. I love that video so much. It was so cute and flawless. And while editing the video, I woke up the next morning, which would be today. No, it would have been the 1st. Yes, so I made the video on March 1st. I edited the video and say, okay, then I'm going to finish it tomorrow, which would have been this morning, today, March 2nd. I don't know where that video is. I was so pissed. I was so upset because I put so much energy and love into that video to know that it just disappeared, but God knows best. Anyways, I decided that I cannot let another day pass without doing another video. So I said, okay, then let's go ahead and attempt to do another video today, which would have been this video. Okay, now I went in with my another coat of the Black Opal, just to kind of set my face, because I do have combination to oily skin. So using the powder before foundation works great wonders. Okay, now I have this foundation. It's the Revlon Color Stay 24-hour concealer. It's a combination for oily skin, and I went in with this and my Juvia's Place foundation in the shade 210. On camera my face might look like the rest of my skin, but in like if you're standing in front of me or you see me in person, my face is way darker than my entire body. So the Juvia's place is a little bit darker than me, and then the Revlon Color Stay, it's in the shade 400 and it's a little bit lighter than me. So I wanted to try to use both to see how it would look. So if it looks a little bit off, then please don't crucify me for that. This was just making an attempt to see how it would look, so I know that moving forward I know exactly what to do if I need to get something else or it can work. But at the end, for me, I like it. I love how it looks. I think it's a good combination for me. If this is a step that you guys don't have to take, but it's optional for you. But yeah, so I am applying this all over my face. I am using a brush first, and then I will be taking my elf sponge. It's damp and I'm using that just to remove any excess off my face. Guys, when I tell you that my arm was hurting, I blend no more. So I am just blending because of course blending is key. So that's what I'm doing here. Now I will be taking two concealers today. For my highlights, I will be going in with my LA Girl Pro Concealer at the outer portion of my eye. And I will be going in with Natural on the inner portion of my eye. And I will be blending my concealer with my Damp Beauty Blender from e.l.f. So through the entire video, I will be for the rest of the entire video, I will be going back and forth with my foundation brush just to diffuse any harsh lines through the entire process of applying all these products. Once again, you want to blend like there is no more blending left. Blend till your hands say, hey, I need a break, okay? So all the areas that I apply my concealer, I will be blending that out. And after that, I will be taking my cream contour. It's Elegant Pro Concealer in the shade Mahogany. And this is what I will be using for my cream contour. And I will be blending that out with my contour brush. Now for this look, normally I would use Fawn and Almond to do my under eye, but for today, for some reason, I wanted to do a more bright under eye, so I did went in with the shade Natural. Now the brush that I did use to blend out the concealer on my eyelids. I will be using that to go into the inner portion and under my eyelids, because some persons, you can look at them from a far distance and tell that their under eyes creasing. We don't want that. I normally have that. I normally have creases under my eyes, but since I start to do this step, I realize that I don't have any type of creasing under my eyes. So I sometimes go in with a small fluffy brush just to blend that area. So yeah, so that we can, as I said, it helps me to not have any creasing under the eyes. If you try this method and it works for you, you can let me know as well. Now, as I said, um I did use the shade Mahogany as my contour shade, and I went in with my contour brush. Now I fall in love with the black opal finish powder, and I'm yet to change it, but I know for future references I will be trying new stuff, especially if it's requested by you guys. But yeah, I love this and I love how it blended, and I love how it makes my makeup look. So I will be taking my sponge to apply this, and I don't bake. I just applied a good amount that suits me, and then I just go in with my sponge and just blend that out. Now I will be going in with my pressed powder from Black Radiance. Uh, it's oil free as well. So for me, seeing where I have oily skin, this is a great combination for me. It works for me. May not work for you, but that's perfectly fine, baby girl. Okay, that's perfectly fine. Now after applying all that powder, I did went in with my MAC Prep Plus Prime finishing mist, and I did apply that all over my face so that we can set all those powder that we applied to the face. And I went in with my damp beauty blender just to set that spray into the skin to make the makeup look more flawless. Now I will be going in with one of my go-to contour palette. It's from Black Radiance in the shade medium to dark, and I will be taking the contour shade, sorry, my mouth. I will be taking the contour shade to set all the areas that I use. I use the Elegant Pro concealer, liquid contour. I use it as a contour. Some persons use it as concealers, depending on their complexion. But yeah, I use it to contour. So I will be setting that with the Black Radiance. Okay. Now as I said, I try to go over all those edges with back and forth with my beauty blender and my foundation brush. Now for this step, I no longer cream contour my nose. I just use the powder because I realized that it looks better and it blend easier as well, because sometimes you can just go in too much with the liquid and then it gives you help to blend, and then you will still have to go in with powder to set that. So you don't want to look crazy. Like, you can definitely tell that you put something on your nose rather than to actually looked more, how would I put it, to just look more, to have it look more simple and not too crazy. So yeah, so under my waterline. I don't normally put shadows there, but I wanted the look to look really, really popping. So I went in with the same exact shades, all of them that I applied on my cut crease, and I applied that exactly under my waterline. I went in with my mascara as well from Black Radiant, and I used that to also just to dab them. I would say dab, just to mascara my lower lash line. I don't have much, but I try to let them look more appealing. Yeah, so that's exactly what I did there. I will be going in with my matte liquid eyeliner once again, and I will be doing my beauty moles that I always do. I love that, love that, love that so much. And for my lip combo today, I went in with my anchor pencil brown as always, and I went in with the Elegant Pro Concealer in the shade natural, and I applied that, and then I went in with a fluffy brush just to set that, and then I went in with the same shades that I use to apply onto my lids, my waterline, sorry. Feel me. Yes, to apply to my waterline, I use that to put onto my lid. So I use it both top and bottom, and then I went in with my, what you call it, it's Absolute Long Lasting Lip Gloss. You can get it basically at any beauty supply store if it's available. That's where I got mine. So yes, of course. Now that's basically it. So I must say, oh, I did went in with my sponge just to kind of fix my hair a little bit. Yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to leave a comment. Let me know what you think about this look, and if you have any in mind, you can let me know as well. Give this video a big thumbs up once you think it deserves it, and make sure that you're subscribed to my channel. Share it with your friends, your families, your loved ones, your enemies, whosoever they want to be. Share the love with them, okay? It might help someone someday. You never can tell. And also make sure that your post notification bell is turned on so you can be notified whenever your girl posts another videos, okay? I will be trying to post as often as it, even if I have to do it twice per week, I will try, because I do work, so I have to kind of work things out with my schedule. But I'm so sorry for the lengthy wait, but yeah, we will be trying to work things out moving forward. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and yeah, bye. Thank you.